All right. Hello, everybody. Happy 4th of July weekend. DavidETaylor, you're a piece of shit. And what I'm going to talk about, I got a few things that I wrote down today. First thing I'm going to talk about is the laws that David's abusing that haven't caught up with his stupid ass yet. What I mean is the IRS laws that govern churches. You know, the fact that David's gone under the radar this long and you know, hasn't been checked by the IRS. Um, that's some bullshit. Because if I was gonna fucking run a scam like that, you can guarantee, if I was gonna run a scam with what I do, I mean, you can guarantee the IRS would be all over me you know, about the money and where it's at. But for some reason, the churches, Kenneth Copeland, Joel Osteen, there's that fucking lunatic down in Jamaica, Maddie Nottage. She's running some kind of fucking cult too. Although she's not a part of, America, she can run her little fucking cult down there, and that chick's a lunatic anyways. But okay, so that's the first thing is David's been abusing these laws for the last 30 years. A lot of these fucking a lot of the prosperity ministers have. And David, that's exactly what you are. You're a prosperity minister. You manipulate the mentally ill and you steal their money. That's how your scam is run. That's the only way your scam will run. Is by the mentally ill. The mega churches that have been unchecked by the government for years. Just think about, for 1 second, think about all the mega churches. There's several here where I live, and these people act like they're holier than thou, that their shit doesn't stink, and that they're right and you're wrong in your ways, and there's nothing you can do to convince these people otherwise. I know people who have family members in these mega churches, and these mega churches are like big fucking cults basically. And mostly it's your rich white evangelicals. I'm not trying to be racist. It's just a solid fact of life. These big mega churches, you're going to see rich white people there mostly, trying to buy their way into heaven, I guess. I don't know. I know I ain't buying my way into heaven because it doesn't work like that. So all of these mega churches have been unchecked by the government. If I could see if these mega churches were out really actually maybe helping the system, feeding the homeless, helping in disaster relief. Joel Osteen, when some of those hurricanes hit down in Texas, he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to open my doors because you might get mud on the floors." Fuck you, Joel Osteen. You're a piece of shit too. So the mega church is unchecked by the government. This is one of the conversations I was having with one of the channel members not long ago, is the fact that this is really, America is really the only place this happens on this scale and this level, to where it's unchecked, and to where people like David fucking go unchecked, where Kenneth Copeland go unchecked, Joel Osteen. I'm sure there's a lot of other prosperity ministers out there. I'm still looking into some. If anybody's got any suggestions on the next one, let's do it. I'm all about it. So those are some things. If we're gonna bring this piece of shit down, we have to report the behavior, and I'll get into that, and I'm gonna tell everybody how to report him. Okay, that way, if you want to report this guy, if you want to report David, I'm gonna tell you how. There's only one way to do it. You have to send it to the IRS. You have to print out a piece of paper. I'll give you the tax ID numbers. I'll give you the addresses. I'll give you everything you need right here. You have to print it, and you have to put a stamp on it and mail it. That's the only way it can happen. I've already done it. I've encouraged a lot of people to do it, and a lot of people have done it. They can ignore 5 or 6. The IRS can ignore 5 or 6 fraud forms, but they can't ignore 300, 400, 500. That's all it would take. That's all it would take for a serious IRS investigation to be opened up into David. And there's plenty of us out there. There's 300 subscribers on this channel. If 300 of the subscribers here on this channel did what I'm going to instruct, I don't want to instruct you guys because I don't want to sound like David. Like, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm just going to inform you of how to do it. So I'll get into that towards the end of the video. But that's what has to be. That's what has to be reported, is the behavior. Is there frauds going on here? Fuck yeah. I'll get into that a little bit in just a second about David's new mansion. But next is going to be the reruns on YouTube. So much for your fucking your what is it, the the digital crusade, David. It's all fucking reruns, man. You can't do shit. You're fucking pathetic, man. You're doing all these reruns. All these reruns on YouTube. I'm surprised. Like, I don't know how you have as many followers as you do on just even on Zoom. Yeah, I was on Zoom last night too, by the way. So, damn, I saw you. Way to go. And I'll put all the information for David's Zoom meetings in here. So if anybody wants to go in there and disrupt the meetings, we can do that also. And he's been having them every day right now. So I'll put all the descriptions and everything. Some of the passcodes I don't have. You might have to get those yourself. I don't know how to get those, but okay, so the multi-million-dollar mansions that David has. Okay, so I told you, David, I'm being fed information from the inside. The scam call center has now moved to the new mansion at 18205 Hager Lane. And this is what, if there's anybody in this homeowners association is on this governing board, you need to look into this property real close, because he's now running a scam call center out of there. And pay close attention to the activity there if you're in that area, because you're gonna notice a lot of shady shit. And this guy's a full-blown cult leader. He's running a multi-million-dollar, cult ministry call scam center. I told you, David, I'm being fed information from the inside. I know what's going on. You move your call center to the new mansion, to the 11-acre mansion. And I see why you did it. The reason you did it is because nobody can see what's going on. Nobody can see what's going on. All the cars have been moved over to the other house. I mean, the reason why is because nobody can now see what cars are parked in the driveway. I told you, David, I'm watching you, dude. I'm watching you everywhere you go, man. So that's what's going on there. He's no longer at the 1302 Wild Horse Meadows. That place has gone dark. It's what that most likely is now is just an asset. It's a buried asset. If shit goes down with the Harold Lewis case, like, David has, all his money tied up in houses, and, I don't know how that will work if shit goes down with the case. I'm hoping the judge says, no, fuck that, liquidate all those assets, you owe him all this money, because David, again, you haven't supplied any kind of bank documents to the judge regarding Harold Lewis's case. So, okay, how you guys can report him, okay? If you have a pen and paper, write this stuff down. I'm going to go over it kind of slow. That way everybody can get the information. And I'll do it as we speak. That way everybody's, we'll do it together. Okay. So I have 3 tax numbers. And this, I want to say thank you to, you know who you are. You gave me these ID numbers. Thank you for that. I had a hard time finding some of these, and I don't know where you found them. That's awesome. But thank you for this. Okay, so the first one I'm going to give is for Joshua Media Ministries International, and it's this address is the 2008 Victory Way Lane. How it's listed on the IRS document, okay, is 2008 Victory Way Lane is listed as the main address. And here's how the scam works, guys. The scam works this way. So now that he's got Joshua Media Ministries International, which under what I've noticed is he hasn't filed anything with that tax number since 2017. Okay, that tax ID number apparently is disbanded with the IRS because he hasn't filed taxes. And it says MichelleBrannon, but I think that's all part of the scam. I think there's something going on there with that name. So MichelleBrannon is like the person on the tax form. The EIN for JMMI is 331-174-241. And the address, 2008 Victory Way Lane. So he has that listed on there. So at the same time he was living in that new mansion in the 1302 Wild Horse Meadows all the time while he was claiming the 2008 Victory Way Lane as his main residence, right? Because that would be just showing on his IRS form as a shit apartment where it would be, the write-off would be, it wouldn't be anything, but for a big ass mansion like that, the IRS is gonna be like, no, fuck that, we're gonna write off, and again, David, there's money hidden, dude. I know about it, dude. I know about the shit in the old mansion, dude. I know you're hiding it, okay? I'm not dumb. I know more information than you know, dude. I told you. There's somebody on the inside giving me information, dude. You don't believe me, but trust me, there is, you stupid ass. Okay, so remember in the deposition where they're talking about how David had went from Resurrection Media Ministries to Joshua Media Ministries? Okay, so here's the Resurrection Media Ministries International. The EIN for this is 522-361-154. And DavidETaylor is on that. It's a P.O. Box 1270 for Florissant, Missouri. Let's see. There's just some other information here. Okay. The last one is for the new one, is the new Kingdom of God Global Church, which, David, we're already onto that fucking scam, dude. You can't run that one, dude. We're onto your shit. That's why you can't run shit on that channel, dude. That's why you're running all these reruns on all these other channels. Like, it's weird. And your social media team, dude, the damage control that you have your social media team doing, I bet it's got to have them running on overdrive, you know? So, okay, last one, guys, is for Kingdom of God Global Church. It's going to be 811-95992. Okay, those are the EINs, okay? These are the numbers that you're going to need to put on the IRS form, and I'm going to tell you the fraud number form right now, which you have to print out. I can't print it out for you. And you will have to snail mail it. That's just the way this shit works. It sucks. I wish we could call the IRS and be like, hey, there's fucking fraud going on. Go do your job, but it doesn't work like that, guys. It's the government. If you've worked for the government, it's hurry up and wait. Let's see here. That's identity theft. So we're gonna do what we want to report is tax fraud. We're gonna report tax fraud. The fact that he's laundering money from. Make sure this is the right form. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay, it's going to be Form 3949 Alpha. Okay. It's Department of Treasury IRS Information Referral. And this is, and how you report it, you can report it multiple ways, really. You can report David, you can report them. How I did it, I reported everything I knew. Michelle's name, phone number, address, all the shit that I had, I reported on that IRS form. And there you can put, I'll read off the filings, you know, Section B on this page. False exemption, false deduction, multiple filings, organized crime, unsubstantiated income, earned income credit, political corruption, false altered documents. I'm definitely sure fucking there's 90% of this shit is pertinent to David's fucking scam, what he's doing. Unreported income, probably narcotics income. I fucking wouldn't put it past you for one fucking second, David. Kickbacks? Absolutely, I think so. Wagering, gambling, possibly. Never know. Failure to withhold tax, failure to file a return, fuck yeah. Failure to pay tax, fuck yeah, dude. Dude, you probably haven't paid your fucking taxes in years, dude. Leeching fucking millions off mentally ill people. Sorry, guys. So, and then you can fill in the tax year amount and show what years he hasn't filed. Like you can go on the IRS website with these numbers, look these numbers up, and you can actually find how much he's reported. So you got to do this. Has to be filled out by hand, guys. Okay, I did it. I've already done it, David. I've reported your tax fraud. I have. Trust me. The more people that do it, the less the IRS can ignore it. Our book records available. Michelle, you fucking say that. Michelle and David say there's no fucking bank records available. How the fuck can there not be bank records available when you have a bank account? You guys are stupid. Come on, dude. That's like saying you don't have a fucking deed to your house when you bought it. That's just stupid. Information about yourself. The IRS won't share this information. They won't. It's always going to be anonymous. And what else is going to happen is you'll never know the outcome of the investigation, which is a fucking shit thing. Where the tax-paying citizen especially with these nonprofits, we should be privy to that information if we're paying these IRS officials to go out and investigate these people, these nonprofits. When we're paying taxes, I think we should have that information FOIA available to where we can FOIA that information, be like, hey, we want to see the outcome of this investigation, you know, because these people are fucking taking millions, man. Millions, billions. Think of all the mega churches and all the prosperity ministers. Think as a collective how much money they've fucking scammed from people in America. Mentally ill, you know, vulnerable, the naive. That's you, David. You prey on the vulnerable and naive, okay? So 3949A is the form. It's an IRS form. It has to be mailed out to the Internal Revenue Service, P.O. Box 3801. It's on the form when you print it out at the bottom, 3801 Ogden, Utah 84409. That's how you report the fraud. You can do it. I did it. I know other people have already done it, and you're a tax-paying citizen. You have every right to report tax fraud. You have the right. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. I'll go ahead and post a link in the description for the tax form. I'll post all the tax ID numbers, and what else I was going to post? I wanted to let somebody know, like, if anybody's watching from that area that's in that HOA, let me know. This guy's running a scam in his house now out of the mansion that he apparently purchased, you know, but the funds he purchased it with are most likely laundered tax money. So if anybody sees this that's in that area, let me know. I'll give you all the information on this guy and let you know exactly what's going on, and I can also put you in contact with some other people who are actually, you know, not necessarily bystanders, but are involved in this situation, unfortunately. So questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. Happy 4th of July. I'm only gonna start doing videos probably once a week now. I'm gonna do some in work through the week, and then I'll come in probably around Friday and do it, you know, throw a video up on the Fridays, and you know, keep everybody in the loop. So if you don't see me for the week, that's fine. I'm still here, guys. David, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. So you guys have a happy 4th of July. Stay safe. Don't drink and drive. David, you're a piece of shit, and I'm on to you, dude. I told you, this isn't gonna stop, dude, until you're in jail. Okay? That's my payoff. I get nothing out of this. I'm on self-drive, David. I'm giving myself the objectives, nobody else. I'm giving myself the objectives. I've laid out a list of things right up here that I'm gonna do, and it's gonna happen, David. You're gonna go to jail. It's gonna be a collective group. It's gonna be this group as a collective that's gonna bring you down. So again, you guys, happy 4th of July. Stay safe. David, you're a piece of shit.